myself Dr. Bharti Patil, working as an assistant professor physics in Maharaja Bajirao Shinde College, Srigonda, Ahmednagar. We have started our chapter number 2, related to solid state physics, and its name is X-ray diffraction and other characterization techniques. In our previous lecture, we have seen what is Bragg diffraction and what is the statement of Bragg's law and what is its derivation. In today's lecture, we will cover few of the points related to Bragg's law, that is how to get a condition for maximum wavelength possible and the condition for maximum order possible with the help of Bragg's law. In previous lecture, we have seen that in order to derive the Bragg's law, we have drawn such type of atomic planes, that is the plane first, second, third, they are parallel to each other. Then we have considered the two atoms which are situated on an atomic plane first and second, and the incident X-ray beam having wavelength lambda is allowed to incident at point A and B. These are the QA and PB. They are showing the incident X-rays, and when they incident at point or the at atoms A and B, they get reflected by these atoms, and the AR and BS, they are showing the reflected X-rays. According to the statement of Bragg's law, reflected X-rays will show maximum intensity if the path difference between them is integral multiple of lambda, and we have derived the Bragg's law as 2d sine theta is equal to n lambda, and in that d is nothing but interplanar distance, that is distance between two parallel planes. These two parallel planes, it is denoted with small d, and theta is the glancing angle or the angle of incidence, angle of diffraction, because they are following the laws of reflection. So angle of diffraction, and n is order. It may be n value will be 1. It should be integer 1, 2, 3, 4 and maximum. And what is lambda? Lambda is nothing but the wavelength of X-ray used. So we have derived this 2d sin theta is equal to n lambda. Now for simplicity, we will consider one of the example where we will consider d value as 1.5 angstrom. We have considered d value as 1.5 angstrom. Then we know that sin theta will have maximum value. Sin theta will have maximum value for theta is equal to 90. That is sin 90 is equal to 1. So sin theta value is equal to 1. Consider the condition for maxima. Sin theta will have maximum value at theta is equal to 90. That is sin 90 or sin theta is equal to 1. Then we have to consider first order. Consider n is equal to 1. So we have considered one example where d value is given as 1.5 angstrom, sin theta is considered as 1 and n is considered as first order. So if we substitute these values in Bragg's law, 2d sin theta is equal to n lambda, then 2d, 2 into d, 1.5 into sin theta value is 1 is equal to n value is 1 into lambda. So lambda value comes out as 3 angstrom. So we have obtained the lambda value as 3 angstrom, and this value is called as maximum lambda possible. This is called as lambda max, because at this state the sine theta value is 1. Then we will see why it is called as maximum lambda or the maximum lambda possible, that is 3 angstrom. Here in this example we have considered, that is 2d sine theta is equal to n lambda, and here sine theta will become n lambda upon 2d. So sine theta will have maximum value when theta is equal to 90, that we know. So sine theta will becomes the n lambda upon 2d. For first order reflection, its value will be lambda upon 2 into, we have considered the value of d as 1.5 angstrom. 1.5 angstrom. So we have considered its value as 1.5 angstrom. So what we have obtained? We have obtained sine theta is equal to lambda upon 3. Now, just now we have calculated the value of lambda as 3 angstrom. So if I substitute here 3, then what will happen? 3 upon 3. The value, if I substitute lambda is equal to 3 angstrom, then what will happen? Sin theta becomes, so here I will write sin theta becomes 3 upon 3 is equal to 1, and it is possible because the maximum value of sin theta is 1, and hence it is possible. It is possible. But if I exceed the value of lambda, but if I exceed the value of lambda above 3, that is lambda is greater than 3 angstrom, then what will happen? Then sin theta value will become greater than 1, and which is not possible. Sin theta value becomes greater than 1, and it is not possible, and hence there is a limitation on the lambda value, and that is called as lambda maximum wavelength possible. And in order to have diffraction, in this case if d is given as 1.5, then the lambda value should be equal to 3 angstrom, and the d value should be equal to 1.5 or less than 1.5. So here we have started with Bragg's law. 2d sine theta is equal to n lambda. Then we have seen what is d, what is theta, what is n, and what is lambda. Theta is interplanar distance between two parallel planes. Theta is the angle of diffraction. Then n is the order, and n value is integer. That is, it will have values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maxima. Then lambda is the wavelength of X-ray used. Then we have considered one example where we have considered the value of d as 1.5 angstrom, and we know that sin theta will have maximum value for theta is equal to 90, and hence sin 90 will become 1. That is, sin theta we have considered as 1, and order is also considered 1. When we substitute all these values in the Bragg's law, then we have obtained the value of lambda as 3 angstrom, and this value is called as lambda max, because this is the maximum value possible of the given lambda. Then we have come here, then 2d sin theta is equal to n lambda. Here we have written the sin theta value. Sin theta value is nothing but n lambda upon 2d. Here we have considered n as a 1, then we have considered d as 1.5 angstrom and we have substituted these values. Then we have obtained the value formula as lambda upon 3 is equal to sin theta. Just now we have calculated lambda value as 3 angstrom. So when I substitute the value of lambda as 3 angstrom upon 3, then it gives me 1. It means that sin theta value comes out as 1 and it is possible. But if I substitute the value of lambda which is greater than 3, then what will happen? The sin theta value, I will rub this, or I will rub it. Then what will happen? The sin theta value will becomes greater than 1 and it is not possible. It is not possible. And hence there is a limit on the value of the lambda and it is called as maximum lambda possible and it is called as lambda max. And in this example where we have considered d value as 1.5 angstrom, the lambda value comes out as 3 angstrom. So one should not exceed the lambda value. Lambda value should be equal to 3 angstrom and the d value should be d value should be and d value should not be greater than this 1.5 angstrom. Should not be greater than 1.5 angstrom. Thus we have seen the formula for lambda max, that is from 2d sin theta is equal to n lambda. Suppose I want to find out the maximum lambda possible, then formula becomes 2d sin theta upon n. And suppose I want to find out the maximum order possible, maximum wavelength and maximum order, then this formula becomes n is equal to 2d sin theta upon lambda. So from Braggs law we have obtained these two formulae. N is equal to 2d sin theta upon lambda. So this Braggs law can be used to determine the interplanar distance. It can be used to determine the angle of diffraction. It can be used to determine maximum order possible. It can use to determine maximum wavelength possible or the wavelength of X-ray use. Thank you.